Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow my podcast called I Talk a Lot and rate it 5 stars. I will leave it all linked down below in the description. If you're wondering if I sound a little sick, I'm not actually. It's just I ended up watching like a TV show, and it's like the 12th episode before the series finale, and I literally was like crying like so much throughout the whole episode. And the show is called A Million Little Things. Oh, that show's the greatest. I loved it. But I'm filming this like in April, so when the show's like about to end next week actually. So, but when you're actually seeing this video go live, it's gonna be months down the road. Anyway, so that's why I sound very congested or like sick sounding. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about my scars. Also, trigger warning, I will be talking a little bit about suicide and analyzing myself. So I don't know. The reason why I'm sounding very weird right there was because I don't know YouTube's guidelines, and they're very sensitive, like super uber sensitive. So I don't know even if this video is gonna get demonetized or if it's just gonna get completely blocked. I don't know by the time it actually finally comes out. So here's hoping you guys actually see this video. So starting off with the first one that you can see, if I zoom in here, right here and here, that was one of my surgeries, many of them, and those are scars from my nose revision, aka nose job. This one is very completely different compared to like what you typically see with nose jobs. Mine is not cosmetically reason, although he did narrow my nose because originally I wanted to get like a nose implant because I'm Asian and I don't have a nose bridge, and sadly my mom wouldn't let me do that. So because of that, he said he could do that, and mainly the reason why I got it entirely was because right here my right nostril like had so much scar tissue, and I have a cleft lip and palate, so many reasons to get that done. And that was part of like the second to last, oh no, sorry, it was like the last surgery I was going to have actually. So I'm thinking of my lip surgery that happened earlier of 2021, and that was like April or March, around that time is when my lip surgery happened. So that here and here is like scarring because of that. Although I guess I don't know. Basically, the Cupid's bow, that area is where I got my lip fixed up. I did not get any lip injections on my bottom lip. I've always had like my bottom lip very naturally plump and fatter. I guess is the correct term, I don't know. And the top one's very, very, very thin, and because of the whole like fixing my lip here, if I just smooth that, like part of my lip is gone inwards inside my mouth. So I might get lip injections one day. I really don't know. I kind of have to go to a very specific kind of doctor. I can't just go to like a med spa or like any like, I mean, I could go to it. I tried to get like I did get a free consultation by a metaderm spa, and it's really close to me. And because of that, she said like I just need to go to a specific kind of doctor because mine, again, I have a cleft lip and palate, and it wouldn't look words, it wouldn't look the best maybe on me. Honestly, I don't know. So I kind of have to go to a specific kind of doctor that has worked on patients like me with cleft lip and palates to see if it will look good, instead of just going to any ordinary doctor that can do lip injections, whether or not it's like at like a dermatologist office or not. I have to specifically go to one that specializes in this just so that I could get it looking better or whatever. Sorry, I spent a lot of time talking about that. Next one is on my neck. I don't know if you can see that. It's very lined up here, but it's there. Those are my dogs barking. Yay! So that is part of like my 2020 surgery. It's like really big. I have like a long scar on my like right leg, and I'll show you guys that. I'll try my best to show you guys that, but that is a part of it. And they just took a part of my femur, I think it's bone or whatever, and a vessel, and they put it here where the scar is, and they put it through here for my top jaw for my bone graft. And I've had many bone grafts before, and this one's finally stuck after almost 3 years. Like literally this June, well, literally by the time you actually see, I think it might have been like probably 3, like actually on 3 years, the mark of it, or a little over after 3 years. Anyways, so yeah, that is the scar and surgery that I got done. And I forgot to say this in the beginning. It's not in order I'm going. It's just the ones that you can physically see the easiest. And then here, this one is, you literally probably can't see. For another, like, it's called a Le Fort. I think the medical terminology, I forgot what it's actually called. It's a lot longer, but it is a Le Fort, and so the doctor, my old plastic surgeon, did a Le Fort, and he had put like metal rods here, and my mom had to twist them clockwise. Yeah, so like forward, not clock. Yeah, I always get confused between clockwise and counterclockwise, but clockwise is forward, counterclockwise is backwards or forward, is what my mom had to do for a while, and it hurt so bad. I could feel it. It felt like someone was pulling all these like hairs, like baby hairs, all at once, just tugging and tugging. So that's what she had to do. And the scar, I'm pretty sure you can see it, but I haven't like actually asked my mom to look. But I know for some reason, I just like after that, it feels like I still have like a missing piece of my bone, even though like they never took anything out of that area. I don't think they did, but I could be wrong. Honestly, I kind of forgot. But it just feels like something's like wrong when in reality nothing's like really wrong, or like probably shouldn't say like something's wrong. It just feels like something's missing, or like I just feel like it's not what it was before that surgery, even though it literally has been almost like 10 years since that surgery happened, which will be in next August of 2024 is when it will be like 10 years since I had that surgery. So I'm gonna try to speed things along. I've had, oh yeah, I forgot, this scar was basically from an old tattoo. It was a semicolon, and I just picked at it, and so it left a scar because of that, which I kind of like that it left a scar, so that when I do get my other tattoos, once I move to the house, which I want to move out so bad, but once I do, I'll have like where I want it placed. So yeah, that's nice, and I got that removed. If you're wondering, this, I don't know, I have like this, that scar, and this, I don't know, it just came out with like big cysts, and I just squeezed it, picked at it. This one had like a scab over it, and I finally picked it off like literally yesterday, I think. So yeah, that's that. I don't know how that came up. And if you're wondering, yes, those are bruises. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. I promise you. I went shopping this past weekend at Avalon, and I think these videos are kind of going out of order, or no, they're going in order. So by the time you see that video, whatever, I'm not explaining things very correctly, but basically, because of that, this is from that, because I had like a big bag of containers from the container storage that was fluff, and because I was holding it on this arm for a long time and walking, that's what caused it. So yeah, those would just go away. That's like bruises basically. So trying to think. I have some scars on my stomach. I have my left and my right hip bone, that area from a bone graft, not at the same time but just separately. Like 2009 I think is when I had my first surgery that I like remember as like a child. And then the other one happened in 2019. I think actually like 10 years apart. Like, whoa, that's so crazy, so weird. So then I have 3 scars basically for this, and within the same surgery, because I got my tubes removed last year, and so I have like little tiny scar here and here on this side, and then inside of my belly button where they went in, where my OBGYN went in and did that. So then after that, I have like a scar in the middle of my chest, not in the middle, kind of actually, and that was just like a scab that I kept picking at, and you know, when you pick at scabs, they scar, so obviously, because of that, right here, I actually forgot to mention, here and here, I had scabs, kind of like acne, like, or pimples or whatever. Honestly, I really don't know how to like explain it. I haven't gone to an actual dermatologist because I'm very thankful and lucky that I don't get blackheads. Maybe whiteheads I do, I don't know, but I don't get acne, pimples, anything hormonal, like anything at all, except for these things that you see, and I picked at them and they scab and then they scar, but like they never came up as pimples. Unless I'm wrong, it could have been just like a cyst, I don't know. So because of that, I just picked at them and they scarred over. And then this one, I don't know if you can see because it's literally in the morning. Right there is where I tried to not really officially analyze myself. It was just more cutting, not really fully, because I didn't draw blood at all. Like I went the first time it went a little bit, and then the second time it went a little bit deeper, but not deep enough to draw blood. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying without trying to be super graphic. I mean, kind of is graphic already by then. But anyways, so yeah, the scar was a lot darker, and now I can see it, but you physically have to get like really, really close to really see it. So yeah, and then I have some scars over here because of shaving, and when I shaved, I dug a little too deep when I was first starting out because I didn't know how like light, deep, and so because of that, I've gotten some scars because of that, and then some natural scars when I was like younger because of like the mosquitoes, and when you get mosquitoes, you gotta itch, or like I would just have like really naturally dry skin and like itch, so because of that, I would itch so much that like it would start to like bleed, and you know, scars happen. Obviously, I don't know how to show you guys this. So I have a scar right here on my kneecap. That is from last year. I was at school and I was doing a practice fire drill, and so I was just walking, we were walking out, and I tripped and fell and scraped my knee. Because of that, I would pick at it, so it was scarred. I'm so out of breath. And then a longer scar, I don't know how to show it to you guys, but oh shit, you see right there, it's a lot longer, but that is my scar. That is from the neck one. Also, so within the same surgery, that's where they took piece of my femur or some area, and the blood vessel connected it to my neck. And so it was a lot like purple and like raised up, I guess. I mean, it kind of still is. So this is what products that I use. Surprisingly, it really did like help it. I was not expecting it to, so I used 4 of these. I will leave it linked down below. Also, I am not sponsored by any of these products like at all, so yeah. So I mostly just use this Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength Niacinamide in this pink bottle. I really like that because I use it for here too, but I don't use a lot, so I like that I can control how much I like to use. I personally am a serums person more than a cream, but I do like that this is really easy to squeeze out and you don't get too much, and you don't, which I personally like. Anyway, so I use that. Then I use this Ole Hendrickson Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum. This is in the, yes, obviously it's within the title. Yeah, it's a serum, kinds like that. So it's orange, smells nice. I like that because it's in a serum, obviously. And I like that I can control how much I use. I like that the pump is very easy to use. It's a very workable one. So then I use this, the Ordinary Retinol 0.5 and squalene. I've used a lot of this, like almost the entire bottle. This was my first retinol. I mostly do a patch test. Don't do what I do and just straight up put it on your face. I've been very lucky that I've never gotten any burns, anything like that. So this is like, I don't know how low you can go, but I think this might be the lowest that you can go specifically. And if it's just generally a retinol, I could be wrong, but do your own research. So I use this, and then I use this also from the Ordinary Retinol 2% emulsion. I think I'm saying that wrong. So the difference between those two is this is an oil, obviously, and this one is a little more thicker consistency, so I just use that. And I put it on my forehead and then my knee and on my scar, and I just rub that in and I just let it soak in. Obviously, I could use Mederma, I think that's how I say it, scar cream, and I use that, but honestly, I was never really that, like, considerate, like, of, like, not considerate, I wasn't more consistent on that, and personally, I didn't like it. I don't know why, I just, well, probably because it was cream, and I personally hate doing creams. I like serums, because it's easier, and I don't have to, like, rub it in so that it can, like, dry into my skin, even though, like, you don't technically have to rub it in, you know what I mean. So I'm probably missing some other scars that I have. Honestly, I don't know. I think I have it all, but I could be wrong. So I hope you guys like this video. I wanted to do this video because I thought, why not? And it seemed fun. I don't know, I'm weird like that, but I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys.